Happy Friday, everyone. On this December 26th, I'm meteorologist Becca Birdsall, filling in for Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich. I hope today was a nice change up from the record high temperatures we saw both Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. The clouds, that backdoor cold front that swept through, that really kept a lid on temperatures. More seasonal for this time of year, but it was still above average. Now we're carrying the clouds tonight. It is dark outside, but it's making for overall a cooler evening. Live look over towards one of the busy spots for the holidays. Valentine's backyard would be a great evening to get outdoors. Light jacket may be needed, but you don't have to worry about that rain gear. Up in the higher elevations, we've been seeing some patchy drizzle on and off, some low clouds. So that cold air damming setup is still very much in place. We'll have a chance to do it all again for Sunday as well. Our high temperature today was only 60 degrees. We actually hit this the early morning hours as most of the day just stayed in the middle to upper 50s, had a high temperature at 53 over towards Boone. So still above average for this time of year, but a big cool down, especially compared to what we hit on Christmas Eve, 77. Christmas Day was just shy of 80 degrees, both record breaking afternoons. Guess what? We're not done just yet. We're going to do it all again for Saturday as well. But yesterday's 79, well, that officially now has the Charlotte hitting a high of 70 degrees and above 7 times on Christmas. And these records go all the way back to the 1800s. The average high for this time of year is 53 degrees. So it has been unseasonably warm. Today felt a little bit more like December, at least. That 24-hour temperature change reflecting that it's been 10 to 20 degrees colder than this time yesterday, pretty much all day. There's that backdoor cold front across the Carolinas. It has been cloudy and cool behind it. Again, this is not going to last all day, but we will have a similar setup going into your Sunday. Outside now, temperatures really staying steady, 58 in Charlotte. It's 54 over towards Lincoln. Higher in elevation, they are locked in with clouds, patchy drizzle, middle to upper 40s over towards Ashe and Watauga counties. So tonight, any evening plans, keep up here in the greater Charlotte area. Middle 50s, we're right around 10 o'clock, and that's where we'll stay going into the overnight hours. Lower 50s generally, a few spots outside of Charlotte hitting the upper 40s to start off your Saturday morning. So satellite radar is not necessarily picking up on that patchy drizzle. Sometimes the low deck of clouds, that radar just overshoots it. So that's why sometimes if we get into a cold air damming setup, and if you look on your phone and it's not necessarily showing any rain on the radar and it's drizzling outside, well, that's why. Sometimes the radar beam just does not hit that. Futurecast showing a few light showers possible tonight in the mountains. Everywhere else dry. Notice the clouds also start to fizzle out going into your Saturday morning as well. But first, there will also be a chance for a few areas of patchy dense fog early on. Tomorrow is going to be a warm one. Record breaking likely, 76 forecasted in Charlotte, lower 60s for the mountains, tons of sunshine to go around. So weather impacts, cooler evening tonight, mix of clouds, record high likely for Saturday, and then watching for an Arctic blast, and that's going to arrive with winter-like conditions coming for next week. Here's that patchy dense fog I was talking about, potentially coming overnight or at least in the early morning hours of Saturday. This will burn off by the late morning, so it's not going to be an issue for the most of the morning. And then as we see those temperatures fall overnight, upper 40s to lower 50s. Here's that forecasted high that we're expecting, 4 degrees above the record, which now stands as 72 back in 2021. So that was 4 years ago. We're expected to blow past that, breaking in likely with lots of sunshine tomorrow, maybe around lunchtime into the 70s. That's where we'll stay for the afternoon. It is going to be warm, some fairly calm winds as well coming in from the northwest. So enjoy the warmer weather. Does not last. A very similar setup to what we saw for today. Clouds, areas of patchy drizzle, especially further up in elevation, and just overall cool temperatures. Middle 50s, more seasonal for this time of year. It is going to be a little bit dreary if you do have to, let's say, head to the Panthers game at 1 o'clock. You don't necessarily have to wear that big rain gear, but jackets, maybe a hoodie will certainly be needed. Now, we're also looking ahead towards the final days of 2025. So what is that going to bring? That's going to bring a cold blast of air across much of the country. This is going to spawn up from Canada, and this is going to sink down to the south, invading much of the country with cold temperatures by the time that we get to this weekend. And then for the southeast, we'll start to feel those effects for the start of the work week. It does stay chilly at or below average temperatures going into that first week of 2026. So Futurecast is also going to bring us a round of some much needed rainfall. It's not going to amount to much. Sunday, very spotty, holding on to about a 20% chance, and that is mainly for the chance for some patchy drizzle. Here comes that rain Monday morning, hitting the mountains. 7, 8 o'clock, and then by lunchtime, we'll have a chance for a few light showers from the foothills all the way through the sandhills, entering the metro as well. This pushes off quickly, so by the second half of Monday, we are dry. Behind that cold front is going to be that northwest flow snow, so we could see some light snowfall accumulations up towards those highest elevations, but it's going to be nothing for everywhere else. Futurecast rainfall. This is how much we're expecting with this system. This is little to nothing, about 1/10 of an inch or less across much of the area. I do think the mountains will have the highest chance to maybe see up to around 1/4. We do need the rainfall. Right now, so far this month, we have picked up a little bit over 1.5 inches, so less than 2 inches of rain. The average for the month is 3.5, and that's really our only big rain chance before we end out the year. And we have seen so far this year more deficit months with below average rain than we've seen with above average rainfall. So right now we're at a departure about 7.5 inches. So we certainly need the rainfall, and it's just not going to be much in this extended forecast. Highs, roller coaster, like I mentioned, 70s for Saturday, 50s for your Sunday, Monday in the 60s, but that cold front is going to push through Monday night, and by Tuesday, 47 degrees, 51 by your Wednesday, and we'll stay, like I mentioned, at or below that average temperature going into that first week of 2026. It is going to be breezy for your Monday, 8 p.m. You'll feel that wind chill, feeling like 38 in Charlotte, feeling like 8 over towards Jefferson, and then fast forward to Tuesday morning, heading off to work or school, feeling like 22 in Charlotte, feeling like -6 over towards Boone. It is going to stay chilly as we go into your Tuesday as well. We are looking ahead towards your New Year's Eve forecast. Preliminary high is going to be 51 degrees. And if you are headed to that Panthers game, well, definitely pack a jacket because it is going to be quite chilly with temperatures staying in the 50s. There's that 7-day forecast. So what we're looking at as we go into this weekend, very split, about a 20-degree temperature difference from Saturday to Sunday, and then right back up for Monday. But Monday is when that cold front arrives, so it is going to be a breezy day and getting cold Monday night into Tuesday morning, dropping to actual temperatures in the middle to upper 20s. But remember, those wind chills with that breeze will feel more like 22 to step out the door in Charlotte Tuesday morning. Still below freezing as we go later in on the week, so we'll have a cold end to 2025. I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend.